Yo, what is up everyone? It is Sean and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a phenomenal day, and yes, it is that time of the week once again. It is time for the lineup update. Now before we get into things, and first of all, yes, this is the first lineup update with the new mic, but we are going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a brief little update here on Weekend League Chronicles. Now, I had said in some previous videos that Weekend League Chronicles is on vacation. It is down in Maui. It is down in Cabo, partying it up right now. And I said in the past videos that it was going to return during Super Bowl week. But I am getting a little bit antsy. I kind of want to do a Weekend League Chronicles this week. So, Weekend League Chronicles, I believe it will be episode number 16. Don't quote me on that. I think it's going to be episode number 16. We'll be going out to you guys next week. But, it will be coming out in a new format. Yes, I'm going to try out a new format for Weekend League Chronicles, starting with this upcoming episode that is going to be posted for you guys here in the next few days. So, for those of you who have tuned in to Weekend League Chronicles before, first of all, shout out to you. Second of all, you know that I show pretty much every single game, all 25 games we play, I show clips of big plays, stupid moments by me, Titanic song moments from every game, all 25 games, jam-packed into one kind of highlight reel. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change things up a little bit with the formatting of it. Instead of having just one long video with highlights from every game, I am now going to go ahead and switch it up and have it be in 3 parts. Okay, 3 parts to every episode moving forward. The first part of the trilogy of Weekend League Chronicles will be games 1 through 10. All right, so it's going to be similar to what we have in Weekend League Chronicles before, but it's going to be games 1 through 10, and I'm probably going to be doing commentary over it rather than just having the live comm. Okay? And then part number 2 of the trilogy of Weekend League Chronicles moving forward will be games 11 through 19. Okay? Very similar to part 1. Showing you guys highlights, me commentating over the highlights. All right? And then lastly, part 3 will be games 20 through 25. All right? And these will all be uploaded on separate days. So we're now going to expand the length of Weekend League Chronicles from just having it be on one day to now it is going to be 3 days. 3 days, 3 parts. It is going to be similar, but there's going to be a little bit of changes. I'm actually going to be doing commentary over it rather than you guys hearing my live commentary from playing the game. So, that is the change that we're going to make to Weekend League Chronicles once again. If my controller dies, once again, episode number 16 will be coming at you guys here this upcoming week. I will probably tweet out when part 1's going to go live, and then part 2 will be the day after, and then part 3 will be the day after that. Follow me on Twitter to catch all of that info, and I will let you guys know exactly what dates they're going to go out. I'm going to go ahead and change my batteries out of my controller here real quick, and then we will get into the meat and potatoes of this video, and that is the lineup update. Okay, so batteries have been changed, and by the way, if you guys are using batteries in your controller, make sure you're using the rechargeable ones like I am. Definitely a game changer, definitely a life changer as well. Saved you so much on having to go to the store and buy batteries. But now, it is time. It is time for the lineup update. For those of you who are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, you don't know what we do here. It's pretty basic. It's pretty simple. I update you guys on the Madden Ultimate Team lineup. I show you guys the offense, the defense, and I show you everything about the team. Show you the playbooks, what I'm running on offense, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. We are 96 overall, which is a +1 overall increase from where we were last week. And there you can see a new face in the top 3. We'll talk about him here in a second. First things first, we're going to talk about the offense. And yes, we do have some new faces and we have some returning faces to the team. Start out first here with the offensive line. We are pretty much running the same offensive line we've had for about the last 3 or 4 weeks. Nothing has changed here. I still have not gotten Larry Allen's full 50 card. It's still way too expensive. I do not want to spend 300,000 coins on an offensive lineman. Trust me, I don't know why you would, because they don't really do shit. They really don't. So we're not getting him quite yet. This is what we're rocking with. And then mostly backups for the Raiders and Niners, which, yes, by the way, we are still rocking the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49er theme team. So every 49er and every Raider on the team is getting a +1 speed boost. Now, there are so many different combinations of theme teams. I've been maybe thinking about switching to a 50 out of 50 Raiders team just so I can get +1 speed on a lot more players, but I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with the Raiders and the Niners moving forward unless I change my mind drastically. I think this is what I'm going to stick with for the long haul. And I have for about the last couple of months. This is what I've been running, the Niners and the Raiders theme team. Okay. So offensive line, nothing else changed. We'll talk about the abilities here shortly. And once again, we all know how important abilities are. We will talk about those here in a minute. Let's go to the skill positions. This man right here, Jermichael Finley, is the best player in Madden 21. He was one of my favorite players earlier on in the year, him and Tyreek. Jermichael Finley has regained his title. He is the best player in this game. And it is really, when you think about how the game plays, it's really not even close. He is virtually unguardable unless you user him or unless you have someone with one step ahead on him. He's literally almost impossible to guard. And this is what he looks like on RT, 94 speed. Now, if you run a Packers theme team, you can get him to 96 speed, but his route running and catching. Y'all see it. Y'all see the stats, 99, 99, 99. Jermichael Finley is absolutely goated. Now, I'm sticking with Jermichael Finley probably until they come out with like a new Vernon Davis, because he'll be really fast and Vernon Davis played for the Niners. Or they come out with like a new Kittle or a new Waller, which, by the way, I still love Waller with all my heart. Miss playing with him, but Jermichael Finley is far and away the best player on offense. Maybe even the best player on both sides of the ball in this game. Once again, you see an ability. You probably already know what ability's on him, but we'll talk about that here shortly. Move along then to the wide receivers. And yes, we have made some changes to the wide receiving core. We have added another Moss. As y'all see, we have Randy Moss, but we have added his brother. Not blood-related brother, but we've added his brother, Santana Moss. Santana Moss, the Washington football team legend. He also played for the Jets as well. But yes, they just dropped him in the game, and we picked him up. And I've only played one game with him so far. Hasn't made too much noise, but I mean, y'all see the stats of him. Y'all see the stats. 98 speed, damn near perfect speed. Just great route running. Is all above 90. Great hands, too, at 99 catching. He is 5'10", so he is a little bit short, but the thing that makes him great is that he's a slot archetype, and we'll talk about more of that in the abilities when we talk about offensive abilities and why he's so good. All right, he's a slot archetype receiver. It just feels like slot archetype receivers are a lot more slippery. They're a lot more venomous against man coverage, especially. So yeah, when I saw the card, I'm like, yeah, I had to pick him up, but we had to wait a little bit, have his price go down, have that work that market magic, and we were able to get him for about roughly 400-ish K altogether, which I think will hopefully, fingers crossed, pay off. So yes, we do have abilities on him. We'll talk about more what those are here in a sec. We still have Dion Sanders as well. We don't have any abilities on him. And then we still have Moss, who is butt naked, nothing on him. Andre Johnson down here chilling, and then Jerry Rice down here chilling, but these two do not see the field. Now we go to the backfield, the running backs, and our quarterback. As y'all can see, we have Bo Jackson rocking the hub here. But as you guys can see, we have the Swiss Army knife himself. Maybe challenging Jermichael Finley being the best player in this game, and that is none other than Marcel Reese. Ladies and gentlemen, this card, this guy is unbelievable. He is unreal. He is disgustingly unreal. He is a fullback in this game, right? He played fullback, obviously. I think he's retired by now. Y'all can see, though, he played for the Raiders for a long time. I think he had played for the Raiders and the Seahawks as well. Marcel Reese has not been very relevant in Madden as of late, but now he very well, quite honestly, might be the best running back in the game. He might be the best running back in the game. And there you can see I do have an ability on him. We put running back apprentice on him because he gets it for 1 AP. Very similar to backfield master. Unfortunately, he doesn't get better catching against linebackers, but he still gets the hot routes for only 1 AP. So that is sick. That is very sick. And the reason why he's, a Swiss Army knife, which means he can do it all, is that you can put him at tight end. We start him at running back. Even though he is a fullback, we start him at running back. And this dude, I mean, y'all probably see during Weekly Chronicles, you will see how big of an impact and how amazing this card is. You will see. I'm not going to talk a whole lot more about it because we got to kind of keep rolling here. But Marcel Reese slowly started to become one of my favorite players in this game, of just how impactful and how good he has been for me so far in the very little that we've used him. So yes, Marcel Reese, starting running back, even though he's a fullback. Moving along then to the quarterback. As y'all can see, he is back on the team. It is Josh Allen. Yes, Josh Allen back on the team. Sadly, Brett Favre. He's still on the team. He's still in our binder. He's not on the team now. He's in the binder. He's going to get an upgrade soon. And as soon as Brett Favre gets an upgrade, we're going to be on it like Donkey Kong. We are going to bring Brett Favre back in a split second. But we're just waiting. We're playing the waiting game. Hopefully he gets a new card within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully he gets one for the Super Bowl promo as well, which is coming up soon. I will be very excited. But we are using Josh Allen once again. This version of Josh Allen has probably been the best version of Josh Allen. Because, I mean, I used this 90 overall version for a while. He was really good. Did not like the 93 version of him very well. And so far the 96, which is where he is at now. Excuse me. Has been very, very criminal, very, very, very good for us. As y'all can see, the reason why we went ahead and made the switch, so obviously he's way more faster than Brett Favre, and it's really not even close. 91 speed on him, 99 throw power. Obviously, he's got a huge arm. I mean, he's 6'5" as well. So having the added bonus of being able to, get loose and scramble for 15 to 20 yards if, I don't have my reads there is huge. And that's obvious. And Brett Favre could not do that. He can't do that. I don't think he will be able to do that all year because Brett Favre, he was not known for that. He was just known for slinging the rock. Josh Allen, who is, by the way, an absolute motherfucking stud. I love Josh Allen, IRL and in Madden. He gives you that extra potential threat of running the ball. Now, we don't try to spam that because that leads to disaster, but it's there. It's there. So, yes, Josh Allen is back on the team. He is actually replacing Rich Gannon, which we still have right here, just chilling. Rich Gannon. Really good card, but I feel like Josh Allen is just a slight bit better. Obviously, he's faster too, so that helps. Okay. Moving along then to the abilities on offense. 12 AP, once again, 12 ability points to spend, and this is what we are spending our points on. Speaking of Josh Allen, there you guys see, those are the abilities we are rocking on him. Gunslinger, obviously, has to be under quarterback if you want to have any success passing the ball in this game. And then Conductor. Conductor, unfortunately, is 2 AP on strong arm archetypes. It is only 1 AP on field general, so Rich Gannon does have the advantage there. But Conductor is so good, especially if you try to quick snap someone. It is just so good. It is really good. It's almost difficult to not play with it now that I've used it, honestly. Like, now that I'm using it, it's just almost impossible to not use it, So I think this is what I'm going to rock with all my quarterbacks moving forward, for the time being. When Brett Favre gets scarred, this is what I'm probably going to put on him. Gunslinger and Conductor on Josh Bartholomew Allen. That's probably not his middle name, but that's what we are rocking on him. Santana Moss. This is what we are rocking on him. We are switching it up. We, once again, had abilities on Dion Sanders. But we have Santana Moss. We are putting him now as our main slot receiver because he gets slot-o-matic for 2 AP. Now, on every other archetype, slot-o-matic is way more expensive. But on Santana Moss, since he's a slot archetype, like I mentioned earlier, he gets slot-o-matic for 2 AP. Now, the added benefit that slot-o-matic has that Route Tech does not is that it has better catching. Route Tech just has quicker cuts. Slot-o-matic has better cuts and catching. Now, it is only on short routes that he gets it, but he's going to be on short routes most of the time. So, I have high hopes for Santana Moss, especially if I am facing someone who's running man coverage. I have huge expectations for this card. I just feel he's going to be slippery. He's going to be venomous. And obviously Slot Apprentice as well, giving him extra hot routes when he's lined up in the slot. Santana Moss might be the man coverage killer. But that's what we're running on him. Slot-o-matic, Slot Apprentice. Michael Finley, once again, we have tight end apprentice on him since we're not running Hot Route Master this week. We have to put tight end apprentice back on Michael Finley. And then, once again, running back apprentice on Marcel Reese. And then we only have one offensive line ability, or one offensive lineman with abilities. That is Jason Kelsey, our center. He has post up and identifier. So that is the abilities on the offensive side of the ball. All the players and everything that we are rocking with at the moment. And I think this is a very cromulent lineup. I really like this lineup. Once again, hopefully Brett Favre gets an upgrade soon. Receivers are what they are. Moving right along now to the defense, where we have not made very many upgrades. Well, we have made a couple, but we'll show you those here in a sec. Front seven is a place we have not upgraded in literally months, it feels like. We have gotten zero new players here in the front seven linebackers. and defensive lineman. Leroy Glover got an upgrade because of the Series 4 change. He is now, I believe, a 95 overall is what you can get him to, but with chems, he can get to 97 on our team is what he's chemmed up to. And he also unlocked another team chem too, so he is getting now ×5 San Francisco 49ers. Pretty helpful. Pretty helpful. But yeah, no changes here. Sam Mills also got an upgrade too for the series changeover as well. So you can see now he gets to 99, and also this card art is sick. Like, look at this card art. Would you not want to like marry this card art? I mean, this card art is so sick. The Ghost of Madden card art is amazing. It really is amazing. So shout out to EA for that. Looks really cool. But yeah, no changes really other than that. Upgrading those two. And then also secondary, really not much of a change either, except for abilities. We still have Rod Woodson. We still have the Rod and Charles show here. Denzel Ward, who is really good. He's very good. Prime time, still don't have the full one. Don't need it. He's down here. D'Angelo Hall. We'll talk about him more shortly. Those are the corners, and then Sean Taylor, Ronnie Lott, doesn't really see the field. Taylor Mays, another player I'm hoping gets an upgrade soon. And then Eddie Jackson as well. Eddie Jackson might be one of the most underrated players on the team too. He is a baller when he makes plays. So those are the cast of characters. Now let's show you the superpowers that they have. We have changed up the superpowers these guys have. Last week, for those of you who watched it, the lineup update video, you know that I switched to the dark side. I went 4 one-step aheads. I tried it out, and I'm not gonna lie, it was total ass. It was terrible. It was terrible. One step ahead on All Pro, which is what Weekend Leagues played on. One step ahead is not good. It is just not good. It gets dismantled so easily. Now on All Madden, which is the most difficult game mode, it completely bags. It goes crazy on All Madden. But on All Pro, it's so easy to torch. It's not even funny. It really is. So we went ahead. We ditched that like the middle of last weekend. We were playing Weekend League, which, by the way, last weekend was one of my worst Weekend Leagues yet. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we went ahead. We switched pretty much midway through Weekend League, maybe even before that, and we switched up to kind of what we have here on defense now. So, Rod Woodson has Acrobat and Deep Route KO. I feel like this combination of abilities is extremely good, especially against, Bunch. This is kind of the reason why we're running this combo of abilities. Acrobat is still probably one of the best abilities in the game. Deep Route Knockout. It's better than one step ahead. Don't at me. We have the same cocktail on Denzel Ward. We have Charles Woodson, who has Acrobat and Medium Route KO. And the reason why we have Medium Route KO is that Charles Woodson, for the most part, will be manned up on the tight end, especially against, the formations like Bunch and Trips and Sean Close. He is going to be manned up on the tight end. The tight end, for the most part in this game, is running medium routes. So that's why we have Medium Route KO on him. And honestly, I couldn't fit Deep Route KO on him, otherwise I would. But we got Medium Route KO on him. We have D'Angelo Hall with Acrobat, and D'Angelo Hall is my new user, by the way, because I am starting to user him more rather than using Sean Taylor, which I had for a while. But Sean Taylor, he is going to just be sticking in, we're mostly going to be playing him in zone. That's why we have mid-zone KO on him, and then we also have Eddie Jackson with mid-zone KO as well. And you guys see who's right above him. You guys see who's right above Eddie Jackson. Oh, yes. He's back. Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson is back on the team. We just have Acrobat on him. We can't fit him on the defensive lineup screen. We had to fit him in the strategy, which I'll show you guys here in a sec. But yes, Patrick Peterson is back on the team. And he is playing for us. Special teams, we still have Tyler Bass here with focus kicker, giving us, slow kick meters, which is always a huge W. Moving right along, then here are the specialists, and yes, there you can see Patrick Peterson is hiding right down here. He is going to be playing in the slot for us. Once again, just have Acrobat on him. I feel like that's all you really need on the slot cornerback is Acrobat. But yes, he just got an upgrade, which we used training to get. Had to use a lot of training, over almost 22,000 of it, but we got it. And here is what he looks like. And Pat Pete, yeah, this year he might not have had the best year, but he in Mutt and Madden, he just balls. He is an absolute baller. And as you can see, 97 speed is very, very good. Obviously, he's got perfect man and zone at 99 each, 97 press too, and he's 6'1". Pat Pete is just always really good. He was really good before. When we used the Turkey Day card, which was this version of him, the 93. Really good. Obviously got a little bit outdated. But yes, he finally got an upgrade. And we had to bring him back. Had to bring him back to the team because he is, once again, he's just a baller. He really is just a baller. And then we still have Montez Sweat hiding out back here as well. At our rush left end. So yeah, moving on right along then to the playbooks. Nothing has changed here. We're still rocking Las Vegas Raiders on offense, and your Giants on defense. We're still rocking good old trips tight end, and we're still rocking 3-3-5 odd out of nickel. And that is pretty much gonna wrap things up. I don't think I missed anything on either side of the ball, and I'm really hoping I didn't. So that is gonna wrap things up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys have any questions about my lineup, any players, how I construct it, etc., don't be hesitant. Just leave them down below in the comments, and I will get back to you. I really hope that you guys will like the new Weekly Chronicles format. I'm intrigued to see how it's going to work. Hopefully I will find it to be a success. I think it hopefully should be a success. And if it's not, we'll probably just go back to the old format. We're trying out something new, trying out something different with Weekly Chronicles moving forward. And once again, that will be coming back this week rather than Super Bowl week, which is still almost 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks out. So, yay, get excited. Next week, Weekly Chronicles makes its return in 3 parts. So, that is it for me. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's Steeler Sean, and we'll see you in the next one.